What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're having a fantastic day today, and today we have massive unboxing at number 57 for you all. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video, as today we take a look at some awesome new releases here from NG Models, GeminiJets, and all the manufacturers. These all come from Squatchy's diecast hanger from Black Friday, and I'm really excited to dive into this, and I hope each and every one of you are as well. Let's just go ahead and get this box open and just see what it's all about, everybody. Alrighty, everybody, really great to get an order here from Squatchy's diecast hanger. I've not brought from his actual website, so this was a really cool experience. And once again, some really awesome new releases. Very excited to see what we have. It's been a little while, so let's just go ahead and get started. And here they start tumbling out. Let's get into it. So we have the C Models American Airlines 737-800, a Canon model subsidiary. Really cool to get another awesome mold Chrome 738, and this one will be an awesome addition, so very excited about that. And here comes a SKU of NG models, starting here with this United Boeing 737 MAX 8. Really excited to see how this looks. I think it looks really great in the pictures, so very excited about that and continue to innovate the fleet there for those aircraft. And then inside here you can see two Southwest from NG, the Triple Crown 1 737-800 looking really strong here. Very excited about that, and somehow flew that aircraft, so that will be absolutely awesome. And one I've spotted many times, an absolutely amazing livery, the California 1 737-800 will also get unboxed today, so very excited about that aircraft. Over here on the right we have some GeminiJets like this American A321 in the America West special livery, so very excited to see what that aircraft's going to be all about. That'll be really cool. And we have two NG American Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8s. These end up looking really good there in some other photos, not the product photos, but some other ones. So very excited to see what those look like. And lastly over here, last but certainly not least, we have the Delta CRJ 900 in the Colors in Motion livery. This should be a really cool aircraft, so certainly very excited to see what it's all about. So let's go ahead and get started here as we have several aircraft to take a look at. Alrighty, everybody, so our first aircraft is the C Models 1-400 scale American Airlines 737-800, and this is one off from the current retro livery. This is 920 Alpha November, 921 November is our current one. So really excited about this. C Models is yet again another subsidiary of Panda Models, and all the molds that they use, Panda that is, are amazing. So no matter what the subsidiary is, it's really cool. But yeah, they did this one, and of course Flagship Freedom. I didn't get Flagship Freedom because the NG one's really good that I have currently, but I thought I would go ahead and get the C Models, normal livery 737 to see what it's all about and continue to enhance the fleet, because obviously there's a little bit more room to use this relative to two Flagship Freedoms, even though it would be really cool. But finances do become a factor at some point, but what else becomes a factor is how nice this model is. Take a look at that, the Chrome 737-800. Alrighty, everybody, here's the C Models 1-400 scale American Airlines 737-800. Looking nice here in the Chrome livery. This is going to be a great model, so let's go ahead and dive into it. Alrighty, everybody, let's go ahead and take a look. So here's the cockpit windows along with the nose cone. A really good detail. All of it looks really sharp. And then, of course, you got some sort of, I can't see what symbol that is, but it looks pretty cool. Of course, navy, white, and red. Looking very nice. Here's the Chrome right there. Nose landing gear door. Amazing precision here on the Panda mold. It looks absolutely amazing. Here's the L1 door, and you also have the One World logo right there. A couple more panels up here on the top. Then you got the Billboard American Airlines titles right here, looking very sharp. First class up here, followed by the main cabin ECHTA and main cabin, of course. Here's kind of the middle of the aircraft. As you can see, it looks really nice. The antenna looks pretty good. It looks a little crooked though, but it's not wanting to move. So my assumption is that's where it's supposed to be. So there we go. But anyway, you got the overwing exits right there, and you got the CFM56. Really great detail. Also, really note that main landing gear there looks really sharp. Got some nice detail here on the wing for the flap slats and speed brakes. They did a good job with the indentations and other applicable features. Here's the winglet. Looks very nice. You got the AA.com there, looking very sharp. So happy to see that. Here's the rest of the fuselage. It looks really nice. You can see the rest of the windows there, and all of it looks really good. Again, the registration is November 920 Alpha November, so really good detail on that aspect. And of course, you got the L2 door as well. So yeah, very simple fuselage, but a very good one. Here's the tail. As you can see, the American Airlines placement. I love the logo placement. That's probably the best model I've ever seen placement wise for that logo. Some manufacturers get too high, some get too low. I think that's just right, and it looks really nice. So great job by C Models. Horizontal stabilizers, all the rest of it. So yeah, I think it's safe to say this is the best 1-400 Chrome 737 that's been done to date. This is really nice. The NG one's really good, but I think the placement there is a little bit better regarding the logo, so I will give them immense credit there. And just overall, you know, this one and the NG are both really nice. So as you can see, you got the baggage doors here, which have the gray on them because it was probably, the picture was took probably when it was during the transitional period. Top of the aircraft, you got the emergency exit pads, so all that looks really nice. Bottom of the aircraft, very nice as well. We do have a stand hole, which is huge as well. well, and that probably gives it the final nail in the coffin regarding its placement in the lineup, which is awesome. So I think that this one definitely has to go up there as number 1 for that stand hole. So this is a really nice model, highly recommended if you're interested in the Chrome American 737, and overall it's looking really sharp. Alrighty everybody, next up we have 2 American Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. So really excited about this. This is one of the aircraft they were like, NG, please do, and they have been getting proactive about some of them. They've got a little excessive with the United Maxes, but it's been cool to finally see some aircraft we've requested finally coming out. We've talked about this at length, but I really hope to see NG improve, because after this I really don't have many models that I'm currently intending to buy from them, because the lineup's just not been very appealing. Already a bunch of aircraft I already have are just overall just not too crazy regarding interest. So again, I really hope that they'll put it into gear, because I really love their hard products, and we're going to see it here with this aircraft and the rest of them today, because they're all really good. But again, until we get more aircraft, it's going to be kind of slow, so really going to enjoy this moment of these NGs. But anyway, you got Boeing 737 MAX 8 there in top left. Here's the CGI color, looks great on that box. American, the registration is 338 Romeo Sierra, which is one of their later delivered aircraft, so that's pretty cool. Here's the box, and it all looks really nice. Here's the back as well. It's 88033. Once again, really excited to see NG making some aircraft that we really wanted, and once again, really going to soak in the moment, because obviously we're not going to be getting many more here for a little bit. But you can see there we got the warning and then the collector card as well, and there is this is March of 2024 when that one's dated, for an FYI. So yeah, here it is. Color looks solid, not bad, maybe just a touch dark, but definitely doable. Yeah, that's definitely the name of the game, is just that being just a touch dark, but overall really good. Better than some of the Gemini efforts, and we could definitely compare and contrast, but compared to what the product photo looked like, definitely much better than anticipated. And here it is everybody, the NG 1-400 American Airlines 737 MAX 8. The color is just a little bit dark. It's definitely not the worst I've ever seen, so I would say it's definitely tolerable for sure. But yeah, very glad to have this aircraft. The mold looks really nice. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and dive into it. Alrighty everybody, let's go ahead and get started. So here's the cockpit windows along with the nose cone right here. You got some panel detail up here as well, and then you got the nose landing gear with the nose landing gear door. So all that looks pretty sharp. Here's the L1 door, One World logo, and then you got the current American Airlines logo and the American Airlines billboard titles. You can definitely see that there's a hint of gloss in this paint. Not a huge deal. I once again think that they did a pretty good job, and there has been some different paint that American Airlines has utilized over the last couple of years. So there is a chance that they found a reference photo that was closer to that. So, you know, got to give a little bit of leadway, because it's not a Euro white, there's no doubt about it. So yeah, there we go. But there's the American Airlines billboard titles looking really nice. Here's the Lub engines. They turned out really well. NG definitely has it down regarding the proportions and how those are supposed to look. So I think that's definitely one of the coolest parts about the mold. And another just amazing aspect of it relative to our other competitors is no wing flex period. It looks really nice, and overall really good job. I also love the proportional antennas. They look amazing, and fortunately the QC on this particular aircraft's been really good. We'll have some more examples to put it up against here in a moment, so we'll see how those go. You do have a really nice Wi-Fi box there as well. That looks really cool. Once again, that gloss color is definitely noticeable. I don't know why, but it kind of reminds me of the Apollo American 738 a little bit, but overall not too bad. Not near that glossy, but just a couple of hints of reminder. The wings are really nice, as you would expect. These look really good, and you got the winglet detail there as well, also looking super sharp. Main landing gear is really nice, and you got 2 antennas down there on the bottom side as well, so happy to see that. There's the Wi-Fi box and another antenna in the registration November 338 Papa Sierra, Romeo Sierra. So once again, a little bit of a newer delivery, so that's pretty cool. Let's get it back in focus there for a tail. Tail turned out phenomenal. They did a really good job on that, and overall it looks really sharp, so certainly happy to see that. Overall detail is really good on the red and the blue, and you also got the horizontal stabilizer APU, which is very, very nice and very proportional on this aircraft, so it looks really nice. So no changes from like the Southwest Max release, but you definitely notice it when you have it on a different livery. The details a little bit more, and that's great to see. I've been very used to seeing the GeminiJets version, and while that one's great, this one, I think you could argue that it's perfect. It's really good mold wise. Right side of the aircraft is very nice as well. You can definitely get a feel for the color a little bit on this side, but it still looks solid, no doubt about it. Just getting some different angles there on the light. You can still tell that it's dark though, regardless of the case, however you turn it, but still pretty good. Not bad compared to what I was expecting it to be from the product photo. It was rough, but this is definitely tolerable. Is it the best one I have? No. But is it the worst one I have? Absolutely not. Really good detail on the bottom of the engine, by the way, and great to see that stand hole as well. So yeah, really cool to have it. Not only got one, but two, because I plan to sell one of the GeminiJets ones. Even though the color isn't perfect, I really do like the mold on this, and definitely long term hope to get the Dallas Model Airport back up and running. I know that it's been absent, and it will probably unfortunately continue to be absent for a period of time, but hopefully once I get a little bit more clarity as to what the future looks like, I'll be able to get that back and rolling. So that's the current objective. But once again, we'll just have to see what happens with it and continue to move forward. So let's go ahead and get our first GeminiJets aircraft out of the day. We have 2 of them in this unboxing. So the first one is going to be the Delta CRJ900 in the colors and motion livery. So been really cool to see Gemini focusing on all aspects of US aviation. I think it's been really great. The modern aircraft, of course, I think should take priority since they're obviously relevant and will get the most sales for them. But obviously focusing on other sectors like international aircraft and, you know, obviously cargo, military, and then of course what's been prominent over the last couple of years, some of the retro aircrafts, definitely fantastic. I hope to see this balance continue in the 2025, and I'm very confident they'll have it continue. But yeah, definitely it's huge to highlight aircraft like this, and I know many collectors really like them, so I think they've done a really good job with the balance of all of it. And there's been several releases where we've got a little of it all, which has been really cool. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the box. You got 25th anniversary livery, or sorry, 25th anniversary box, even though we're well past it at this point, made for collectors by collectors. You got the CGI. This was a SkyWest aircraft, CRJ900 for Delta. Now, there wasn't too many of these relative to the CRJ200s and 700s because those flew around for much longer. I think these started to become acquired in like the 2006, 7, 8, and 9 range. Northwest had several of them. That's currently where Delta got several, but of course they got some through SkyWest like this one as well, which the registration I think is 808 Sierra Kilo, I believe, which is pretty cool. 806, there we go. There's the pamphlet for the box right there, and then here's the aircraft itself. So yeah, I think it is really cool that they're doing them. Also note that it is a normal sized box, which I'm not sure if there was any particular reason for that, but it is cool to see that I made it up to the bigger box. And it could have been because of the aerials or another reason, or just how they're choosing to do it. They might start trying to alleviate those smaller boxes, even though it does save money. It is a little bit of a complication to have so many different box sizes, so that's a thought too. Not exactly sure what the reason is, but what I can say is that they did a very good job on the aircraft. It looks really sharp. We've obviously talked about the aerials being a little out of proportion, but it does add additional detail, and I think that's the priority there for Gemini. So I'm definitely a fan of it regardless, though. Let's go ahead and take a look at the aircraft. Alrighty, everybody, here's the GeminiJets 1:400 scale Delta Connection operated by SkyWest CRJ900 in the colors and motion livery. This is definitely my favorite behind the current livery. It's a really nice one. I think that the aerials do add some additional detail despite being a little big, and then the actual aircraft itself looks really sharp. So let's go ahead and take a look. Alrighty, everybody, here we go. So here's the cockpit windows right here, looking very sharp. Got the nose cone, windshield wipers, and all the additional details. Get the SkyWest logo. I like how it's nice and prominent there relative to some of the other subsidiaries, so that's cool to see. And yeah, just really great panel detail up here. I think it looks really sharp for a CRJ, so happy to see all that. Got the L1 door nice and prominent here, so no doubt happy to see that. Pretty simple livery here. You got the little bit of tan, gray, or it's a gray color, sorry, light gray color here on the bottom. And then of course you got the Delta Connection titles right here. I like how the Delta is more of a navy, whereas the Connection obviously is like a light blue, maybe. Can't really tell, it's tough to see. But anyway, you got the 2 antennas up here. Like I mentioned, they are a little big relative to proportion, but you know, it's still nice to have the additional detail, and I think it is worth having. So let me know what you think in the comments. I'll definitely be eager to hear. But you know, it definitely is noticeable as it is a narrow body aerial. But anyway, we have 2 of those, of course, and then you know, you got the 2 luggage doors over here on the left side of the CRJs. So nice to see that. Have a little bit of first class up there, and then followed by some Comfort Plus in the comfort section of the aircraft, which is awesome. We got 2 emergency exit doors back there as well, along with the pads for those, which is very nice to see. Really good wing detail. The flaps especially stand out, but great to see all those little hazard panels too, so happy to see that. Got the winglet there. It has a nice red and navy color palette to it, so those are definitely nice to observe. And the winglet on the inside also looks pretty sharp as well. There's the main landing gear. They look really solid. Really happy to see those turn out really well. And yeah, definitely really great that they're not so close in on each other like the American Deltas we've got previously. So this one obviously was likely a later production run because the American Deltas done previously were likely done sometime around 2018, 2019 due to the issues that those aircraft previously exhibited, like the Delta CRJ 700 from the second release in 2018 that had the wheels up close to it. So one could assume that they were done around the same time. So that would have been about 6 years ago probably. But what we can say for this is this was definitely done later, and that would correlate with the releases being different relative to 2018. that's enough on that. Here's the registration again, November 806 Sierra Kilo, and you also got the baggage door there as well. Here's the GC engines, I believe. I'm trying to GE maybe. I think they're GE 34s or whatever. They look pretty sharp, so happy to see those. And the tail looks awesome. Definitely the best part of the aircraft. Much smaller on the CRJ900, but you can't see it. So you got the red, the navy looking really nice, and then the lighter blue palette as well, looking really strong. Horizontal stabilizers, all of it looks really nice. Also great that the horizontal stabilizer angle has returned to normal. So of course we'd love to see that. Right side's very similar, however you do have the R1 door there, so that's cool. And no baggage on this side, which is one of the few aircraft that I know that fly passengers that have it on the left side. Here's the top of the aircraft. It looks really sharp. Very good wing detail, like I said. Bottom's really nice. You got the GeminiJets logo that continues to get smaller and smaller per every release, but it is there, so that's nice. And all of it looks really sharp. Absolutely fantastic effort here by GeminiJets. Really good job. There is no major criticism to have of this aircraft. It is certainly really good, and certainly really happy to see how good of a job that they did on that particular airframe. Okay, let's go into the NG. I want the California one first because Triple Crown one was a really cool one. So here it is, the Southwest 737-800 in the California one livery. Really nice aircraft right here. I've seen it several times. It is really great and really happy to see somebody finally jump on getting the 800 done. Obviously, the 700 came out previously. But yeah, it's a great livery, definitely deserving of a really good release, and that's what we have right here. Boeing 737-800 here on the top left, California one. You got the Southwest palette along with the California one kind of sneaking in there. I really like the creativity on the box design here. We can talk about what's better, being fluid or, you know, obviously a design like this. I like the mix of both, and glad our main two manufacturers do a little of both so we can have a little bit of it all. But I do think that the unique boxes definitely adds a theme to it, and it's not like Gemini hasn't done unique boxes before. So yeah, I think that this is definitely kind of the way to go to gain most attention. But you know, so many different thoughts there, so there's not really a right or wrong answer. It's just indicative of, you know, how it goes. But there it is, California one looking really sharp. One of the best models that we've seen so far. This is going to be really great, so let's go ahead and get it out of the plastic. Once again, getting all the CRP cards, so been cool to see windows for that about every 3 months or so. But yeah, that's it right there, and I don't think that there's going to be much criticism for this aircraft, which we love to see it. So let's go ahead and plop it down and take a look at the Southwest 738 California one. Alrighty, everybody, here's the NG models, 1:400 scale, Southwest Airlines 737-800 in the California one livery. Really sharp looking aircraft right here, very glad to add it to the collection. Again, I don't think that there's any criticism to have at all, which means that this aircraft is perfect, which we absolutely love to see it. This is why NG models has so much potential, and despite how frustrating the release choices may be, this is why I can't lose faith in them, because, you know, aircraft like this, even if it does only come, you know, once every other month or whatever it is, it's worth it. So, you know, we got to respect it, got to continue to hope that it improves in the future. But when aircraft like this come out, it is tough to deny how awesome the company is. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a look. Alrighty, everybody, so here we go. We got the cockpit windows right here looking very sharp in the nose cone, a little bit of pitot tube detail and all the other applicable features. Unlike most other aircraft, this actually has a title at the front, California one, so we absolutely love to see that. Nose landing gear door also look really sharp. And then you got the L1 door. Here's the Southwest heart, and then of course you have the star on the California flag. Now the California flag is a little simpler relative to the others. The main feature here is this awesome bear that you can see. Really nice that NG was able to replicate the colors so well, and they did a really good job, you know, making it almost real life. And one of the cool features is that the leg of the bear actually extends down like that, so you can see kind of how it's supposed to go. So it's really cool to see the effort put in by Southwest and how awesome it translates to the model aircraft. So you have all the passenger windows, all economy here for Southwest. We know the drill. Here's the antenna here on the top, and you got the emergency exit pads right there, which look very nice. Really great job. The NG 737-800 mold is arguably one of the best out there, and it continues to impress. I'm sure I have like 50 of these at this point, and rightfully so, as they're really nice. But there's the detail there on the wing. It looks really nice. Got the Scimitar winglet also looking strong, and then you have that green, that grass that he's walking on for say, getting all the way back up there to the Wi-Fi box, which is very nice and proportional. Main landing gear look really sharp. They did a very good job on the detail under here as well. And then you got the antennas, and then starts the red of the livery here. Pretty basic, but obviously some good detail to it, so we'd love to see that. There is the Southwest tail. It looks really sharp. I like the blue that they went for on that one, so looking sharp, and eager to see what the Max 7 is going to look like, the re-release that they recently did. So that'll be an interesting one to get another one of. You know, I think a 738 would have been more appropriate, but you know, what can we do? Maybe that's on the way. We'll have to see. Right side of the aircraft sharp too. You got two baggage doors here on this side, along with some of the other features, so no doubt looking pretty strong on that aircraft. Top looks really good, so certainly nice to get to see all the detail on that. That's pretty cool. And the bottom of the aircraft also looks really nice. You got the Southwest Heart logo down there too, so that's cool to see. A little bit of that grass also transpiring as well, so no doubt some really good detail featured there. So NG Models did just an amazing job on this aircraft. I'm so glad to get the feature here today. It looks super sharp, so no doubt love to see it. And really excited to hear what's to come up in the near future, so that'll be awesome. So let's go ahead and do Triple Crown 1, which will then take us to America West before we finish with the United Max. So here's the Southwest Triple Crown 1 737-800. So really cool to finally fly a real Southwest special. I flew the Canyon Blue livery previously, but when there was only a couple of them left. But this is my first real Southwest special I've flown. I flew it from Tulsa to Dallas earlier this year, so that was really cool. And let me know in the comments which Southwest liveries you've flown, if you have flown any cool ones. But anyway, yeah, really cool to see the 737-800 here on the top left. Here is the awesome livery, and you got the beautiful Triple Crown 1 heart right here. So this is representing all their employees, and Southwest being one, a whole of one, which is really cool. And the roots of the livery actually date back all the way to the desert gold. So you can see here the tan color, and I think it's really cool that they've kept it the same all the way through despite their color palette changing. So good on Southwest for continuing to keep it that way. I think it's really cool. But obviously the tail is still the same and all that. But you got the Triple Crown 1 down here, registration's 8681 Mike. Let's go ahead and take a look at the sides of the box. And yeah, I've been going crazy with special liveries this year. I've been really fortunate. Can't believe it. TWA, AirCal, Triple Crown 1, the lot. Candy Bar livery, and the Southwest Canyon Blue as well. The Allegiant Together We Fly. It's just been unbelievable, and there's a chance I possibly missed one out of that group. So feeling very fortunate for that. My flying's going to slow down coming up here due to job commitments, so it's been really fun to go on this really cool run of all these special liveries. So feeling fortunate for that, and we'll always have that to live back on. So no doubt really cool, and just unbelievably fortunate that I'm able to get a model aircraft of pretty much every single special livery, and that's exactly what we have here with this aircraft. Looking really sharp. Ooh, that piece of plastic was also different. So here's a narrow piece of plastic. Hopefully that will help for aerials and other features like that. But this aircraft's looking amazing. This will be a really quality addition here to the collection. Let's go ahead and take a look. Alrighty, everybody, and here we have the Triple Crown 1 NG Models 1-400 scale Southwest 737-800. Really good looking aircraft. Once again, super excited to have it. I think it's going to look really nice here in the fleet and going to pair up greatly with California 1. Obviously, still have aircraft like Nevada 1 to be done from NG and other special liveries, so no shortage of options for them. So hopefully they'll continue to do them, but it's great to get two great additions right here. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, everybody, here we go. Here's the cockpit windows along with the Triple Crown 1 titles right here. Nose landing gear door also looking nice. Here's the L1 door looking sharp right there. Got a heart right there as well. All economy once again. I think I sat in like 6A, can't remember exactly, but nice power up regardless. Here is the Southwest heart. So once again, it has the bronze right there along with the desert gold color here on the tail palette. So that's very nice to see, and I think it's really cool. Once again, they have brought it all the way through. Started on the 737-300, then made it up to 700, and now it's on this 800. So very cool to see that, and I'm sure one day it's going to be on a Max. But anyway, looking really strong here for the rest of the aircraft. It's all blue, so not too much regarding differences once we get past here, but we do have the CFM56 looking strong here. Here's the antenna, and then you have the emergency exit palette here, or not palette, wrong word. How about pad? Looking very nice there. Once again, wing detail is amazing, and I don't think I need to expand too much on how great this mold is. If you don't have one, I recommend changing that if you are a collector, and obviously continuing to expand the footprint there as well. But yeah, you can see the Wi-Fi box looking really strong there, so that's definitely nice, and overall really good job. Now it is different relative to the California 1. It is a little bit bigger. Here's the California 1, if I could somehow get it in there. So you can see both of them there, and the stubby one's more of that California 1. So I'm not sure if there's any main reason for why Southwest went for a little of both, possibly because they changed in-flight entertainment systems halfway through the 800 production. I'm not exactly sure, but this one does fall later in the sequence. That was 5.3A. This is 8.1 Mike, so this is 30 later. Anyway, though, here's the tail. Looks really sharp. You got the Southwest tail, which looks very nice, and it lines up pretty well there with the Triple Crown 1 color. So all of it looks really good, and once again, they did a very nice job putting this aircraft together. Right side of the aircraft also looks really good as well. You have the baggage door right on the 1, which is really cool, and you got one back there as well. There it is, so looking very nice. Top of the aircraft's looking really sharp. I really like how the color palette aligns there, so that's very nice, and overall really good job. And the bottom of the aircraft also looks really good. It is a bummer that this aircraft doesn't have a stand hole along with the rest of the 737-800s that NG's done. That's probably the only major con of it. But with how detailed the mold is, I think it's safe to say that it makes up for it. So yeah, we just gotta live it on the ground and put your Maxes on the stand instead. And then NG does have several other aircraft that do have stand holes, and they do provide some stands with their 1-200 planes and some of the 1-400, like the Ultimate Collections. I would like to see them publicly sell a 1-400 stand sometime, but we'll have to see if that happens at some point. GeminiJets, of course, does that, as they've been established for a very long time. The box says over 25 years. It is 26 this year in 2024. Because our next aircraft is going to be the final piece of the puzzle here for the Heritage fleet. This is the American A321 in the America West Heritage paint scheme. It's been really cool to see these come out pretty fast next to each other. Of course, I got all the Aero Classics ones when those came out, so those were cool for both the 319 and the 321s. But now we have the Gemini one finishing up. Hopefully they'll do the US Airways spontaneously. I would think that they would do it here soon. It would be cool to perfectly finish it, but for now we continue to rock here with the American 321 America West Special. Box is what you would expect for GeminiJets. There's not too much crazy to it. So yeah, cool to see this one getting done. It's the final one of the set, as in 2024 they did do every aircraft. It does have a 2024 copyright though, but still has a sticker on the top, so that's interesting. Here's the aircraft itself. Once again, really excited to see what this aircraft looks like, and I'm sure it will be quite an awesome piece of the puzzle. So with that being said, let's not waste any further time and go ahead and see what the aircraft looks like. So here it is, the America West A321 by GeminiJets, looking really strong and certainly very glad to have it. Alrighty everybody, here's the GeminiJets 1-400 scale American Airlines Airbus A321 in the America West Special livery. Really good job they did here. This is definitely some of the best that Gemini can do with this particular mold, and when you get the IAE engines on there, it really ain't that bad. So certainly glad to have this aircraft. Let's go ahead and take a look. Alrighty everybody, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So here's the cockpit windows along with the nose cone. That's really where the downside's in, luckily, which is nice, just that nose cone really. But you know, we've become used to it, of course, just always gotta mention it. There's nose landing gear, really nice tilt on it. It's just right, so great job by Gemini for representing that here. Really great detail. Airbus A321 titles right here. Here's the L1 door, and then of course you got the antenna up there as well. The One World logo, and then the smaller American Airlines billboard titles, much smaller, it seems like, relative to what it's been in the past, but I might be wrong on that. So of course you got a little bit first class up here, then that takes us on to the main cabin etch stuff, followed by the main cabin. So they did a nice job. Of course, the America West livery, you got a little bit of orange down here, and then the teal color, which is quite nice. So if you don't know, America West was an airline, had a big hub in Phoenix, and I want to say maybe, oh man, Columbus, I think it was Columbus and maybe one other place. But regardless of that, they flew a bunch of flights, and it was really cool. This is how the American Airlines Phoenix hub became the B, so that's really cool. And yeah, it continued to, America West was an awesome airline. It merged with US Airways in 2005, so it was cool to see what they had. They had a bunch of Airbuses, had some CRJs, and I believe some 757s, so quite a cool airline. But anyway, there's the America West titles right there, looking really strong. The billboard titles for them were much bigger. They went right here, and they were orange, so it was cool. But anyway, the cowling looks nice with that metallic color. Got the orange and teal on there, so looking very sharp. Got the wing detail. This is definitely some of Gemini's best work regarding indentations and whatnot, so certainly happy to see that. Looks really great. Along with the winglet piece too, the fence tip looks really nice. I love the America West orange there, so that's really cool. Main landing gear sharp too. Got the L3 door back there, looking very nice. That takes us on with a little bit of streamer piece there. Is a really cool component of the America West livery. Back to the two antennas and the Wi-Fi box, so really good detail to show that off. Registration's number 580 whiskey, uniform whiskey. It was cool that they realigned all the tail numbers to line up in sequential order, which is very cool, and all the A319s are spread out, so it's cool that all this lined up on these A321s. Anyway though, there's the America West tail, looks very nice there. Their logo is very unique, so you can see that there. And overall, it looks really sharp. APU, horizontal stabilizers, old detail that one would want to see. It's here, so we love to see that. Right side of the aircraft, we got the baggage doors, so certainly nice to get to see all that, and no doubt looking really good. Top of the aircraft looks very nice, so certainly very happy to see that. And once again, they did a really good job on all the detail. Bottom's really nice, got the stand hole as well, so overall looking really nice. Love that teal color, it definitely pops there on the bottom. But yeah, it's a really awesome aircraft, certainly very glad to have it. Great to finish up the set, and it will be great for the model airports and continue to rotate those through, since obviously we won't have the A319s rotating through anymore, because obviously those don't exist anymore. They're just the normal livery now. And yeah, still really cool. So the grand finale is the United Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 by NG. Very excited to have this aircraft. I've certainly become very obsessed with United's operations lately, and yeah, it's really cool. I still really enjoy stuck on all the other airlines and their flight schedules too. But United's is definitely the most inconsistent and most fascinating out of them all regarding the variety and what they do. So that's probably a little bit of a contributing reason why I'm so obsessed with theirs. And I made a couple videos on it and have a couple more in the works. But yeah, it's certainly a very fascinating deal. But what I can say is their onboard product is certainly leaps and bounds, just hugely improved relative to what it was previously, and I'm really excited for their future. So they'll definitely be a force to be reckoned with as we move forward. But regardless of the case, the models also continue to be great as well. So let's go ahead and take a look. Boeing 737 MAX 8, here's the CGI. This lines up with several other MAX 8s they did. They did the Aviate, they did the sustainable aviation fuel, and maybe they may have did 2 normal registrations. I think that's what they did. But anyway, looking strong here on the box. It was the United together. That was it. But a little bit of purple there kind of seems like, or the navy color is different. So yeah. But anyway, looking sharp there on the rest of the box. So definitely happy to see that. Registration 37318. Here is the box itself, looking very sharp, and I think they recently already did another registration, which goes back to the logic we've talked about previously in those release reaction videos. But what I can say is what you're going to see in this box definitely makes up for it, because the product here is so amazing, and I think it's really, really nice. So yeah, there's the aircraft. Let's go ahead and get these collector cards, because that's 50 points right there. I can pretty much redeem a plane off of that. Maybe not the exact one I want, but definitely can get one. So always love the quantity, even if the quality is not exactly what I want aircraft wise. But here it is, a really good looking aircraft. This is going to be very nice at the model airports. I'm really excited to get to feature it. So sorry about the focus. I don't know why it's not wanting to focus very well, but that's okay. We got it in focus, so let's go ahead and take a look. Alrighty everybody, and here we got the NG models, 1:400 scale, United Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 to finish it off. Gorgeous looking aircraft right here, just absolutely perfection, really amazing job, and despite the frustrations from NG, these positives cannot not be recognized, and I think that it's definitely an emphasis to really highlight how amazing this aircraft is. So yeah, there's been highs and there's been lows, but the hard product certainly keeps them in the game no matter what's going to happen moving forward. So hopefully it gets better in that aspect, but what we can say is we got this now. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look. Alrighty, everybody, let's go ahead and take a look. So here's the cockpit windows right here, looking very sharp. Got the nose cone looking good as well. Got the pitot tubes up here, nose landing gear door. Got the fleet code and the aircraft type, ETOPS, all that detail down there. Connecting people, uniting the world, because obviously that's their slogan, and that's definitely what they're doing. Star Alliance logo right here, looking very nice as well. The L1 door, and of course you got the line right here where you're going to find the gray underbelly, so that's definitely looking cool right there as well. There's the United Airlines billboard titles, looking very nice too, so certainly happy to see that, and overall very strong to say the least, so that's great. Here's the antenna right here, we're looking very nice as well, and then you got the LEB engine as well, looking very good. So great job on the detail, proportions are amazing. The color is fantastic as well, may I add. They did an amazing job on the colors. So just overall really good effort, and definitely happy to see it right there. Got the slats and speed brakes looking really strong there. There's some good detail on it, so you can definitely tell how much effort was put into that. So certainly great to see. And then you got the winglet looking very strong right there as well. There's the back winglet, so all that's really great and looking very strong. You got the Wi-Fi box right there as well, and another antenna before we get to the registration number 37318. So very cool registration. Main landing gear looking really nice. I love the red antennas. I think they're really cool. So definitely awesome to see all that. You got the L2 door back there looking great. And then you got the swoop up. So certainly happy to see that. Horizontal stabilizers, APU, very similar to the American reaction. Just the proportions, seeing it on different liveries. Awesome. So just an amazing effort to say the least. And then of course you got the tail, which is amazing. Really great job on the color. I think it's spot on. That is possibly one of the best ones that I've seen so far. And there's no doubt that they absolutely did an incredible job on this aircraft. And I would highly recommend it. Definitely going to be one of my favorites moving forward, and what an incredible aircraft it is. Right side looks really strong as well. You got the 2 baggage doors right there, so all that looks really strong. And top of the aircraft's very good too, so really good effort by them in that regard. And the bottom's also amazing as well. You can see those antennas, and all of it came together very well. So overall, just a stunning aircraft. Did an amazing job. What just an amazing set of models here. This was certainly one of the best quality unboxings we've ever done, and I think the quantity also speaks for itself regarding how cool they are as well. So very cool to see all these. This was epic. Let's go ahead and line them up, conclude this video, and what this massive unboxing was truly all about. Alrighty everybody, so as you can see here, an awesome array of aircraft, so let's just go ahead and take a look. Starting with the Chrome 737-800, this is definitely a nice addition. Really great job by C Models, just amazing detail, and overall looks really sharp. So certainly very happy to add it to the collection, and highly recommended if you're looking for a Chrome 737. The NG Max, definitely really nice. Obviously just slightly dark in the color, but not a huge deal at all. Really looks nice, and overall another great model here, so definitely recommended, very nice. Just keep that observation in mind. Got the America West A321, really good job by Gemini. We obviously know to deal with the nose. Otherwise, I think it's honestly a really great effort. So certainly glad to have it, and highly recommended if you're looking for one like that. The next several, man, there's just really not much criticism to have. Like this United Max 8, perfection, really great aircraft. So luckily not too much to criticize at all. So great to see it, and great to see NG just continuing to do their magic. Gemini and NG both really making a difference in the landscape. So really happy to see that. Triple Crown 1, another really amazing effort. Just a great overall plane. Really looks nice. The livery is awesome. So certainly very happy to see that right there. Very cool. California 1, another really just perfection of an effort. Really awesome. There's just not much at all to criticize, which is great. I mean, I hate to have that mindset first that, you know, we can't focus on what's amazing about this aircraft first, but I always like to get the cons out of the way. Fortunately, there's not any to establish here, so we love to see that. And Delta Sierra 900, obviously we talked about the antennas, but that's just a personal preference per the collector. Otherwise, just amazing, really cool job on the colors, and I think it looks really nice. So certainly very happy to get to see it right here, right now. So I really hope all of you enjoyed this this massive unboxing. Really cool to get to have all these. Looking super forward to the next one as we'll take a look at some more Black Friday aircraft. However, they'll be a little bit more obscure, so stay on the lookout for that. I also apologize that we've had less massive unboxings. There's honestly just been less aircraft to buy, and I've been, you know, very particular regarding what I've decided to pick up, and I've waited for Black Friday as well, so that was a big portion of it as well. But you can't expect another one here in the coming weeks, and I'll try to do at least one a month, of course, and continue to roll with that frequency. But with that being said, that'll do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Just process. Do you love and love you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.